This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 26th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. The big news yesterday was the Annapolis Fire Department responded to a fire in the 100 block of Duke of Gloucester Street at about 4:15 a.m. We first reported this yesterday on the Daily News Brief. When fire crews arrived, they did find heavy fire on all three floors of the building. It dates back to 1893. Most recently, it housed a law office who had recently just moved out within the last month. There was concern that the buildings on either side of it may be involved in fire. One is an office building, the other one was residential, and all 8 residents in the neighboring residential building were awakened and safely evacuated from the scene. It did take about an hour and a half to get the fire under control. There were no reported injuries other than a minor injury from one firefighter that was transported to a local hospital and released. There were a total of 55 firefighters on the scene from the Annapolis Fire Department, as well as the U.S. Naval Academy Fire Department and the Anne Arundel County Fire Department as well. St. Mary's School did cancel school and all afternoon activities because Duke of Gloucester Street was closed at least until about 2:15 p.m. Agents from the ATF, which is Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, were brought into the scene with a K-9 to help determine the cause and origin, which has not been released just yet. And from what we understand, the fire is not suspicious. There is no damage estimate on the building yet, but it does look like it was completely gutted on the inside. Yesterday afternoon, Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley backtracked on the Use the App to Get Free Parking program that they instituted about a month ago, and the mayor is now saying that you can park at any of the meters that are marked with signs and get 3 hours of free parking without the app. Just pull into the meter, take your 3 hours, enjoy shopping downtown. However, if you do want to use the app, you'll get an additional hour, so you might be able to get 4 hours of free parking in downtown. Again, if you use the app, the code to use is PARK DTA, and that's in effect from Black Friday through New Year's Eve. In addition to that announcement, the city's economic development manager, Stephen Rice, announced a new tagline for the Shop Local program, and it's called Love Annapolis, Shop Annapolis. And along with that tagline came bumper stickers for residents and window stickers for merchants, but I'm not quite sure where we can pick them up or whether they're going to be delivered. The mayor and Rice are asking residents and visitors alike as they shop to take pictures of their purchase, go onto social media, and use the hashtag Love Annapolis, Shop Annapolis, that's all one string, and post your shopping experiences to social media. Yesterday, the Annapolis Police Department said that they had conducted a drug raid on November 23rd in the 700 block of Newtown Drive. Now, that's in HACA's Woodside Gardens apartments. They executed a search and seizure warrant at the home, and they ended up seizing $29,000 worth of illegal drugs and $666 in U.S. currency. They did arrest Bruce Sims, 29, of Annapolis. He is being held at the Jennifer Road Detention Center without bond. And of those drugs, they seized 69.9 grams of crack cocaine, 214.6 grams of suspected heroin, 56 Suboxone strips, a digital scale, sandwich bags, a cutting agent, and some other paraphernalia. Fairly significant drug bust for a single person in Woodside Gardens. This is kind of a bummer for BWI. Super Shuttle, which is the blue and gold vans that you see, they have stopped service to BWI. However, they are still going to Dulles and Reagan. They ceased operations in Baltimore on November 15th, as well as Minneapolis, Dallas, and Sacramento. Jonathan Dean, who's a spokesman for BWI, laid out some numbers, and this probably kind of explains why they stopped serving BWI. But he said that their rides dropped 40% from 4,503 rides in August of 2018 to 2,700 rides in October of this year. At the same time, if you look at Uber and Lyft, they grew from 155,154 in August of 2018 to 203,941 rides in October. So obviously, people are finding a different way than the Super Shuttle to get to and from the airport. Super Shuttle did say that customers whose reservations were canceled will receive a full refund within 7 to 10 business days. And here's a couple more dates for your calendars, please. December 7th and 8th and December 14th and 15th. The West Annapolis Business Affiliation is at it again. They did a great Oktoberfest in October. This time they're bringing on a European-style holiday market, and it's going to be on Giddings Avenue for 2 weekends in December. It's a European Christmas market. It's going to feature 40 hand-built booths, all lit with holiday glow. The booths are going to line Giddings Avenue and create a small village within the village of West Annapolis. We're going to have Christmas trees, fire pits, hot chocolate cider, entertainment. Ballet Theater of Maryland will be there. The Glee Chorus from Naptown sings. Of course, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there. They'll have the Pretty Music Academy, dancers from Slovenia. More than 45 food and gift and fine arts vendors will attend the market. And this is kind of cool, but Homestead Gardens, who is a title sponsor of the event, is going to host a Christmas tree lot, as well as alpaca, baby goats, and baby pigs. So you can buy your Christmas tree, pet the alpacas and baby goats and baby pigs, and have a fun time there at Homestead Gardens at West Annapolis. Again, December 7th and 8th and December 14th and 15th on Giddings Avenue at Annapolis Street. The hours are noon to 8 p.m. on Saturday and noon to 6 p.m. on Sunday, and the cost, it's a freebie. And finally, the 8th annual Queen of All Food Drives. And this is the Queen because it is the Harbor Queen. And this all happens on December 14th from 5:30 to 8:30. If you bring a non-perishable food item for a human or a pet or a monetary donation, you can board the Harbor Queen, which will be docked at the end of City Dock, and watch the Eastport Yacht Club Lights Parade from the deck of the Harbor Queen. One of the most prime spots to watch that parade anywhere in town. And if it is a cold night, that's also a good place to be because it does offer some shelter from the wind. And your donation of a non-perishable food item will help those that are seeking shelter in the winter. So put that on your calendar, December 14th. If you're down there for the Eastport Yacht Club Lights Parade, go down to the Harbor Queen and donate to the 8th annual Queen of All Food Drives. And thank you to Watermark for doing this. You guys are such great neighbors. And remember, we are taking off Thursday and Friday, and we'll be back on Monday. And I almost forgot, it is Ticket Tuesday, and our friends at the Ram's Head have coughed up 2 great tickets to see Christmas with the Celts. This is on Saturday, November 30th, so that is this Saturday, a perfect way to round out your Thanksgiving holiday. The doors are at 7 p.m. The show is at 8 p.m. These are the good seats again. And if you'd like to see this one, send me an email to info@eyeonannapolis.net and just tell me something that you're thankful for. I'll take a look at them at 6 p.m. today and pick one of the random winners. So there is nothing specific you need to do. Just tell me something that you're thankful for. Good luck, and I'll tell you something I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the Ram's Head for giving us these tickets every week to give away. So that's all for today. You want to hang tight? We've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 26th. Yesterday was a nice improvement over the blustery conditions we saw Sunday, and today will be even better, with sunny highs in the 60s, followed by more 60s tomorrow, but with a chance of some rain showers, most likely in the AM hours as a cold front moves through from the west, which will help clear skies out for Thanksgiving Thursday, but also drop high temps back down to near 50 degrees before more upper 40s to low 50s Friday through Sunday. And while it's not quite winter yet, be sure to listen to our winter outlook via the Maryland Crabs podcast this Thursday as John and I talk all things winter for the Annapolis region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is Macmedics.
They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore, Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road, or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.